Hey guys, here, you know, welcome to the GTA 5 car v car episode. Today I have the Vapid Blade going against the Declasse Vigero. Later today, you probably see the Imponte Phoenix against the Vapid Blade. And pretty much after that, we're going to be done with the muscle comparisons with the Vapid Blade and other muscle cars. Because that is pretty much going to be it, you know. So after that, expect to see the Warren against the Futo, which is another highly requested episode. But it's interesting because the Futo and Warren are not within the same category within each class, so that's only going to be exception because you guys seem to be highly requesting that in the comment section, so I might as well do it anyway. So yeah, we know, starting off with the handling with the Blade, of course we know this is an amazing car with its understeering capabilities and with its amazing traction and whatnot, and he's pretty predictable around the corners. However, the Vigero is not the case. Vigero does understeer quite a bit, at the same time it does oversteer as well if you push it too much, so that balance is not there, so the unpredictability is also there, which is not that efficient around corners. So it's not going to be that great, so obviously they're pointing towards the Blade for handling. And unfortunately, the Vigero just doesn't live up to its expectations, which, you know, I was hoping for, because it is quite a decent car in certain features of it. But anyway, the point is, acceleration there. You see the Blade takes a point as expected. The Blade is pretty much dominating against every other muscle car within its class for acceleration, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. And then you get the top speed slowly kicking in. Yet again, as we expect with the Vigero and any sort of blue car comparison with the muscle cars, pretty much top speed sucks in the Blade. You see slowly creeping up and eventually does overtake the Blade there with the Vigero just pretty much going off, and it will keep going off in the distance. And the Blade pretty much just top speed reaches halfway through this damn highway before the finish line, so it doesn't go any further than that. Torque, interesting stuff. Vigero just about has more torque than the Blade, making that all square. Damage test also is interesting. $413 as we know for the Blade, and then the Vigero itself was actually interesting as well. The way it actually glided is pretty weird as well, but $413 for that as well. So interesting stuff. And I understand what you mean when you guys say the car with the better acceleration should initially take more damage. I mean, it should cost more, but that is not the case with GTA 5 physics for some reason. So anyway, I don't know what is up with that, but anyway, we sort of see what sort of durability each car has through that. But customization, obviously for the Blade, has slightly more customizable options. Vigero only has 13 options in total. So even though it does have somewhat decent customizable options, you can see there with the visuals slightly changing, of course, with spoilers and whatnot, and the hood and even the wheelie bar at the back. So for the lap time, this should be kind of self-explanatory, but I'll show you anyway if you are interested. You can pretty much stop the video right here if you wanted to and just completely skip, because I don't mind. I'm just here to provide you everything and satisfy everyone. Of course, I can't satisfy each and individual one of you, but I'll try to satisfy all of you. So the lap time, you'd expect the Blade to dominate, which it does, and I'm sure you guys are well aware of this, because the Vigero is, there's no surprise. I mean, you expect, obviously, even though it's got better top speed, but when it comes to a track, the Vigero just doesn't really have that, you know, that sort of traction, sort of acceleration around corners. So realistically speaking, it's not the greatest on a racing environment, a racing situation. I personally would not choose the Vigero. It's just really slow around corners and consecutive corners. It doesn't have that. It doesn't carry momentum around corners basically. So the Blade will dominate regardless. I mean, the Blade is pretty much built for racing, and it's crazy how much it dominates compared to the other muscle cars within this category. You wouldn't expect it at first when they actually released it within the DLC, but as soon as you notice the acceleration, I mean, even when I was showcasing for the car showcase, I was trying the Blade for the first time, I noticed a insane acceleration around corners, and it was going pretty fast as well. I mean, it's crazy that the Blade is one of the worst muscle cars within the category for top speed, but it does so well around corners, people. You see here, the Vigero hasn't approached the third last corner. Now it has, and now it's approaching the second to last, and we're already on the straight with the Blade approaching the last corner there. We just approached the second to last of the Vigero, and yeah, it was pretty much a struggle with the Vigero with all the laps I was trying. So even it didn't get beneath 2 seconds at all. It just pretty much got 2 seconds and, well, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Bloody Nora, what the fuck am I saying, people? I am not in the zone right now. So anyway, 2 minutes 3 seconds with the Vigero. Fails to get beneath a 2 minute lap time. And there you have it, guys. Let me know which one's your favorite amongst these two, and I'll see you guys soon for the next comparison. Thanks for watching. Check your sign out. Good night, peace. Yeah! Oh, if you guys missed out the previous episode, you can check out the Imponte Ruiner going against the Vapid Blade. That was interesting. The two most dominant cars so far going at each other. Definitely check out the annotation on the screen. I'll see you guys there.